Okay, part 2. If you are watching, if you are just watching my video, then this doesn't make sense. Yes. Yeah. So if you're just watching my video, go over to her channel and watch part 1, because we are talking about basically the whole Disney College program, but it's in 2 parts. So part 1 was over on her channel about everything before you get here, and part 2 is going to be right here, what you're watching right now, the after you get here. So check-in day, classes, working,
training,
everything you can imagine. Money. And this is Maya. Everyone already knows Maya.
We're matching.
So cute. Okay, so I guess we can just jump right into it. So after you get accepted, you choose your check-in day. So that when you get here, I got here a few days early. I think you did too, right? I got here
the Friday before check-in.
So check-ins are always on, at least for us, we're in the fall 2015 program. They were always on Mondays.
Except for the Labor Day check-in.
Except for the Labor Day was on Tuesday. But yeah, always on Monday. So our arrival day, or check-in day, was August 10th. And I don't know, what, tell about check-in day. What's the process?
We woke up really early. We went to Panera as like roommates, the 6 of us and our families. And you'll get
arrival times that you have to come. So like one of our roommates couldn't come with us because she had like an 8:30 check-in time, and we all had like a 10 o'clock or something. Wasn't it between like 9:30 and 10:30 or something? Yeah, so you'll get a check-in time that you have to go to Vista Way.
And your families can go too. There's stuff for them to do, or they can just, like our families, I think, just talked and got to know each other.
There was like snacks and a bunch of stuff for.
You're not there terribly long.
No, it wasn't too bad. So you go to Vista and you jump in this line, and the line really wasn't that long. It was just really hot outside. That's why. But you have to have your onboarding pass.
Yep. Passport, license, security, social security card.
All the stuff. It's all listed online.
An email of your arrival time, so you can't just come whenever. You have to show them that when you like enter Vista.
Yes. So you wait in that line, and then you get your program guide. They'll hand you that, and then you jump into your
roll.
Line. Yeah, they give you a roll right away, which was really exciting.
I think it was a little bit different from the years past, because we had watched vlogs, and we got our roll outside, like before you even got into the building. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna tell you your roll now," and I was very surprised.
I was too. It's the first thing you do when, well, it was for us at least.
Yeah, you get split up by last name too. So like we were together, but none of our other roommates were with us.
So you find out what your role is. I got custodial at Art of Animation, or not your role. You find out your placement.
Work location.
Yes, not your role. So yeah, I was custodial at Art of Animation Resort.
And I was Animal Kingdom stroller rental.
Yes, so I was really excited. She was really excited. It was good. And then after that, you walk inside and you go through, they approve your housing basically. You
find out the building you live in.
The building you live in, who you live with, because you put in to live with the roommates you find, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, their preferences.
Yes, so it got approved. We all lived together. And then you keep going through the line.
Yeah, you get your housing ID.
They take your picture right there.
You have to be in Disney look from the shoulders up, so if you have something on, they'll ask you to take it off, like or necklaces or
like a jacket. Yeah, so you get your housing ID.
Shoulders can't be showing, 4 fingers, I think.
Yeah,
or something.
But I would just wear like a shirt t-shirt. Don't even risk wearing a tank top.
Yeah. And you're moving in, you don't have to dress up. It's not like business casual.
I wore like athletic shorts and just like a comfy t-shirt, and it was fine.
Because you're moving in after that. So.
Yeah. So you get your housing ID, and then you walk through, and you'll go. They'll ask you if you have tattoos, or if you don't. And if you don't, you can keep moving. If you do, you have to go to like a table, and they just discuss how they have to be hidden.
And they log them also.
And then they take a. Did they take a picture of yours? Yeah, they just like say what it is.
They talked about it. They observed it, and then they typed it into a computer or iPad or something.
So just in case it has to be hidden for your work. So like she has to wear long sleeves at her job all the time because she has one. I have to wear a watch over this, and I have one on my foot, so but my shoes cover it, so it was fine. And then after that you go and they talk about like classes you could take, internships, and like networking opportunities. Basically, that was like a 10-minute talk, I think. And then you're done with check-in day.
They say, welcome to Disney.
They say, welcome home. And then I started crying. And then it was just gross.
Then you go move in.
Then you go move in. Yeah, so we went straight, me and, we went together because we were done before everybody else. So our families came and we came into our
And Emily
apartment.
was with us too.
That's right, she
was right behind us.
She was right behind us, yep. So we came into our apartment and you start moving in.
Yay!
But it is hectic because that is going on to number 2 of the topics. Casting. So casting, when you're at check-in day, they'll give you a time for your casting.
And for traditions.
And for traditions, yeah. So those are the 2 things you know right from the start. But casting, you could have it the day of, you could have it the next day, it just depends.
We had it at 1 o'clock. Day of check-in.
Oh, we did. Never mind, we had it the day of. It seems like so long ago.
Oh yeah, it's only been a month.
Seriously. Yeah, one of our roommates though had it at like, no, Michelle. She had it earlier, huh?
Earlier, yes.
She had it at like 11 or something. I don't remember, but
we had like 2 hours to move in before we had it.
But our parents basically moved everything in for us because we had to go.
Thank you, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, thanks. We had to like go get groceries and like just a bunch of different stuff we had to do. We went to casting, and that doesn't take very long.
You get fingerprints taken.
Yeah.
Background check.
That's about it. They kind of go over what your schedule. Oh!
Yeah! We put Halloween decorations up today.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, casting. It's really easy. You don't really do anything.
It takes like an hour and a half.
Yeah. But it's not like horrible because you're constantly doing something. You're not waiting in a line or anything. But you find out your schedule for the first week, what your classes, like training, all that's gonna be. And then the next meeting you have, number 3 on the list, is your housing meeting. So I had it like 2 or 3 days after check-in. I don't even remember.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I had it the next day.
Yeah. I think mine was 2 days later because it wasn't the same day as yours. Yeah, so you have a housing meeting that you go to, and they just talk about all the rules basically of housing. It's fun though. Yeah. They try to make it fun.
It's like 2 hours long.
Yeah. So, and then not everybody else, but I had another meeting that same night that they do. Yeah. So they have, sometimes depending on your role, they'll have like special meetings specifically for you. So none of my other roommates had it, but housekeeping and custodial had like a town hall, they called it. And
but was it just custodial for resorts? No. Because that kid was in it and he worked in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. So, it was optional, but I would suggest going because I don't know, it was really, a lot of people, I wasn't nervous about it, but a lot of people are hesitant about like custodial and housekeeping roles, and they just kind of talk about that and why you're still important in the company and like all this stuff. And they gave you pizza and free drinks. Cool. Yeah, they provided dinner. It was really good. And the like managers and the people that run it are really, really nice. So, and you get to meet people that you're gonna be with, which was good. It was kind of exciting because then you didn't go into like your welcome to operations class and not know anybody. So but that was just me. And then after that we had traditions on the 13th. I remember that. So then you have your traditions class.
Dun, 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 dun.
Traditions, go.
Traditions, how long was traditions?
Mine was 8 to noon. That's what it was.
Yes.
But we got split up. We had it the same time. Same time, but
you get split up into different sections
based on what group you're in.
So traditions. Traditions is fun. Like, I don't know. It's a class. Every Disney employee has to go to traditions, no matter what level in the company you are. You have to have traditions. It's basically just your introduction into the company.
But it's fun. It's just background on Disney and like what you're gonna be doing, like basics, and it was really, really fun. They make it fun, and then you get to tour the utilitors. Dun, 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 dun.
And they do other special things that I don't want to say because
I'm not gonna tell you. But you'll find out.
They make it magical. Exactly. You get your name tag at traditions, and then
that's exciting.
Watch videos that make you sob.
I bawled.
Oh yeah.
Just be prepared to cry. Me too. Bring tissues. I was like, is the best job in the whole world.
Yeah.
You will cry. Yeah, but you have, after that is when you start your actual training for your specific job. So you have welcome to operations.
Yeah.
After you have welcome to operations, you'll have welcome to like your resorts.
Yeah, or welcome to merchandise.
Welcome to merchandise. Yes, or like welcome to entertainment, depending on what your role
all
is.
different, because mine, when I welcome to operations, I had that class, and then immediately after I had welcome to merchandise. Sometimes it's on different days. Mine was back to back, so everything was...
Yeah, mine was on different days.
Yeah.
So it just kind of depends. I got my schedule for training at welcome to operations, but nobody else did in the room, remember?
I did too. I think I got mine on
Okay. Yeah, I got mine on paper, but usually you weren't supposed to get it until your first day of on-the-job training, remember? So yeah, moving on. That moves on to our next topic, number 5, which we're kind of not really saying numbers here. We're just moving through, but that's okay. So training, you do your training like in class, but then you have OTJ, which is on-the-job training. So that's actually
different for everybody too.
Yeah, it's actually at your work location. So it just depends. Some people's are spaced out. Like one of our roommates had one day Monday and then had
Friday,
like till Friday off. Yeah. I had 9 days of like in a row. So I had on the job training for 5 days, and then assessment day on the 6th day, and then I worked, like started by myself working 7th, 8th, and 9th day, and then I had 4 days off, which doesn't usually happen, but that's how mine worked. But
for me, I went to traditions, and then I was on the job training the next 5 days. I worked and then I had like 2 real shifts.
Yeah.
So I was, from traditions, I was working for like 7 days straight, and I think I was 1 or 2 days before everybody else in the apartment. Like, because I only had 5 training days, on my 5th day was my assessment, so.
Yeah, and it just depends on your role when your assessment day will be. My assessment was not bad at all. I was really nervous for it, and
I didn't realize going into it I was going to have an assessment.
Yeah, they ask you, like, you actually will have, assessment day is you have to know what, like, you're doing. They'll ask you stuff about, like, how do you do
mine was
this,
just like a written test,
and then you have a written test as well. So mine was like a 37 question multiple choice written test that you have to pass, and you have to pass with 100%.
Really?
Yeah, we did at least. But I'm wondering, custodial maybe like for like safety reasons, like chemicals and stuff like that. But
yeah, see, mine was 72 questions, but we could miss like 5.
Okay. Yeah, so it just depends on your role, but it really isn't that bad. And like the guy who assessed me, he's super nice. Yeah, like I really like him.
It's all pretty much common sense stuff. Like you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's